Going over the midday report, SR counter trend 3, A and B version hitting its profit target plus 500 on each of those. You see 475 taking out $25 slippage and commission on that indicator that displays, this indicator displays a systematic trade profit and loss, and so it takes out $25 round turn slippage and commission. You see these two trades. Those are the only two trades today on All Strategy Access 4, and so far that's the highlight of the day. All Strategy Access 5, no trades today. There were some silver trades yesterday, no trades today. All Strategy Access 3, Asia Gold 4 short side lost. The Asia Gold 4 longs did not take a trade. The Asia Gold 4 lost minus 525. Cobra Euro 4, nice trade. I like this. Always like to see signals and then a straight up move after the signal. Plus 618.75 on Cobra Euro 4. Now let's go over the stock indexes. This market is tricky, always tricky when we're looking at short trades, because it's been difficult to short this market since 2009. But there are many times when these strategies that are short today have done very well and had a very slow start. It's Friday. There's a lot of weakness in the market. Coronavirus, yield curve inversion is back on the map. Cobra 3, E-mini S&P minus 50. The market had a gap down, some hard selling in the first 15 minutes. And you see the most of the selling was gap down, and then 15 minutes, and then after that it's been kind of sideways. All of these are range bound. We'll see there has been no further bounces. So the fact that the market sold off yesterday, it bounced. Technically, it's trading down here near yesterday's lows. So that is weak, given the fundamental news that we have. Technically, that is weak, and so I anticipate more selling. Anything could happen. The Fed could come out and provide a surprise rate cut, or there could be some other bullish news. But going into Friday, if nothing else changes, I anticipate the lack of bidding. I anticipate the buyers to disappear, and maybe some risk off trade taking into the close. Gap fill master minus 525. It tried to buy that dip. That was one of the only long trades today. Cobra 3 E-mini Nasdaq short plus 215 on this trade, kind of chopping around break even. Adaptive moving average short plus 225. We have gap continuation 2019 stopped out. So once again, always dislike it when this happens. The market sells off, and then it does this little recovery. They buy it back up, and then it closes up here. Then it gaps down here, where the real value is below yesterday's lows, is where the market currently is. And so this was just an attempt to buy it back up. And so this is always technically weak. I talked about this on the ES, and you see it on the Nasdaq too. To me, technically, this is weak. If they bring it back up, and if this market were strong, it would gap up and trade higher. But because it gapped down and is trading down here near yesterday's lows, it's just kind of in a holding pattern. And as we go into the Friday close, if there's no bullish catalyst, anticipate the short signals will do well, as long as there's not too big of a counter trend rally. Stock index swing, E-mini Nasdaq got short. Quick profit. That looks like such a small range there from the entry to the exit. It hit a quick $500 profit target. That's the kind of volatility we're in, the kind of ranges that we're looking at. AT 2020 and AT 2020 short only got out at break even. We were on a nice short trade, but that bounce back move that happens so often in this market, the counter trend rallies are there, and so we've had our counter trend rally. We'll see what happens next. Break even stop minus 25 on both of those. All Strategy Access 2, AT 2019 is right around break even plus 1250. You see that there on the ES. AT 2020 NQ plus 670, the biggest open position trade. It hasn't traded in a while. It was trading quite a bit back here, and then it took a break, and then so I like this entry. I like this trade. It always feels like you're selling something oversold when you have a gap down and then a sell-off. It always feels like you're selling something oversold, but that historically that can be some of the best trades. So let's see, those are the trades on the day. All the other strategies in this workspace are flat today. And what is the biggest bearish signal today? I think that it was a huge bearish signal to see gold when the market opened up at 9:30 right here. Gold was approaching this, you know, the 1650 area, up 20 bucks on the day, and the stock indexes were close to unchanged, down to close to unchanged, and the Nasdaq sold off 100 points quickly, and so that was the biggest bearish signal on the day, in my opinion, is to see gold rally so much and stock indexes just kind of have a holding pattern. And the Nasdaq, as you saw, sold off really quickly. Let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq 2600. It traded down in the first 15 minutes to 95.26, so 80-point range, roughly almost an 80-point range in the first 15 minutes. And then the second 15 minutes, it traded as low as 94.8175, so about 120 points in the first 30 minutes of trade. So you can see it starting to roll over here. 9,500 will be a key number that the bulls would like to hold going into the weekend. Don't know if they can achieve that. So that's the midday report on the All Strategy Access and the portfolio trades on February 21st.